What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some Idle Heroes. I'm going to thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. If you liked the video, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button to show your support, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright guys, we're here today on the official servers, as we have been for a while, but whatever, not a big deal. We're on the Big Daddy account, the 169, getting close to 170, not really, but kinda-ish in that area. And today we're going to do some stuff. Now, there's not a lot I got to do. There's not like a ton going on, and that's one of my big gripes with these events. Like the mysterious chest, it's cool, it's fine. It's really like a one-time thing. Like, you're done, you bought a chest, it's over. And the Maple Leaf Cottage or whatever, like the item events, really all you do is gather up material all week and then spend it for one day. It's not like super exciting for recording purposes, but today we've got some guild boss stuff to do. I guess pray for fire, guild boss, whatever. Same thing. But before we jumped into that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the maple leaves. And people have heard some myths going around, some stuff I just want to clear out of the air. Just, you know, because it's important. Maple leaves. First and foremost, it does not matter what mission that you idle on. You can idle it 1-1 or a million if there's that far in the campaign. It makes no difference. The drop rate is encoded. It's going to be this % chance no matter what node you're on. Doesn't matter. You have a % chance to drop them, and they will drop. Doesn't matter what mission you're on, so a level 1 player has just as much chance to get as many maple leaves as a level 300 player will. It does not go off your level. I've seen that one too. A lot of people saying, oh, higher level people get more stuff. Nope, not at all true. I watched a guy on this server, like a level 120 or something, he'd been playing for a little while, had 3,000 of the event items last time. I only got around 2,700. RNG is involved, but if the formula was true, I should have had more maple leaves than him, or whatever. I guess there were cakes back then. Doesn't matter. Your level maketh no difference to how many leaves you get. It's just about you getting on every 8 hours, collecting your maple leaves, and that is what gets you your maple leaves. Doesn't matter your level, doesn't matter your VIP level. None of that stuff comes into account. It's just RNG drop rate. That's all it really boils down to. So just wanted to clear that up because I get a lot of people that are saying, oh, well, you know, free-to-play players can't do well in these events. Of course you can. You just got to be active and make sure you're collecting your loot often. Okay? Okay. There was something else. There was something else I was thinking. Oh, yes. People. People tell me that I should check out, there's websites out there that do like forecasting for your items, how many you're going to get, like how many could you get by the end of the event. Here's why you shouldn't use those. Because RNG, that's all you need to know about. RNG, random number generator, that's all it is. That's your drop rate. You can forecast all day long, oh, if I got this many for the first 2 days, I should definitely make it to this many by day 7. Doesn't mean a thing. You may end up way over what they estimate. You may end up way under what they estimate. They're not worth doing. Just play the game. Okay, there's no reason to go check all that stuff out. Just play the game, collect your loot, and you will see by the end of the week exactly how much you're going to have, instead of trying to look at some website for it. So just RAS 2 cents on that. It's not really worth doing, because RNG plays a huge role in this anyway, so just deal with it. Like right now, I have 916 maple leaves here on the Big Daddy account, the 169. My mini account is at like 980, and it's half my level, so, you know, that kind of poops all over the level argument anyways. But whatever, it's not a big deal. I was thinking today we could do a little bit of Creation Circle, just because I've got a monthly event, fusions. I haven't done all of my 5-star fusions, but I haven't done any of my 6-star fusions, and we're getting to the point where I need to start doing them. That's kind of, how many jars do I have? Just a question. I got 3. That's a 9-star jar. That's not a bad start. Toying with ideas in my mind, please. But whatever, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a lot going on here. This was the place I did my last 9-star fusion, so I'm pretty low on food. But my fortress situation's looking pretty decent. I can get some 6 stars fused up. Definitely some 9 stars. If I went for like an Emily 9-star, an ODO1 9-star, I could definitely make it. I got the copies for it. And that would be kind of handy. For the Abyss faction, this is probably where my 10-star is going to come from, because I have 5 Gustas already. I can get a 10-star Gusta eventually, not straight away. I don't want to use up any heroes I might potentially build, like Berea or Scary. I want to save those. Those are really good units. I don't want to feed them out. Karim, I can feed Karim out. I'm not worried about Karim. And over here in Forest, not a ton of fodder built up yet, but I need to get some 6 stars going if I want a 10-star Heartwatcher, or 10-star Sigmund, who's a little weak right now because he has no tech. But here was my mind place. Here was my thinking in my mind about what I need to do next. I was debating 10-starring my Heart Watcher, my Cruz, or my Sigmund, because it'd be easy to do. All I gotta do is make a 6-star in those factions, make a 9-star, and then boom. I've already got the stock copies to make Heart Watcher 10. After this event, I should have enough copies to make Sigmund 10, and I don't know if I have enough to make Cruz 10. No, I don't. I'm one off of Cruz, so never mind on the Cruz thing. But anyway, I thought about that, and I was like, is that really going to be a huge difference to my team, or should I use that instead and push an enabled unit? And I feel like I'd get a lot more mileage out of an E3 Shia than I would out of a 10-star Sigmund and a 10-star Heart Watcher right now. Just because in the Pray for Fire bosses, which I guess we'll go fight right now. We'll go do that. Even my 10-star Shia gets knocked out incredibly quickly. So we're going to jump in here. We're going to do, I guess it doesn't matter their order because these guys hit random enemies. So we'll just go ahead and pop them all in like so. Like I said, does not matter one bit. What the order is, because Molass has a random basic attack and then a random active skill, so no matter where you're lined up, doesn't really make a big difference. But you're going to see that I get pooped on. And my little units get pooped on real fast. Even my E3s, though, like my Vesa, like she's... I don't know, Vesa's kind of fallen off in the E3 area right now. I feel like she really needs that priest buff to come around, because she doesn't seem like she does a whole lot. I mean, she's staying alive decently long right now, but, like, really overall, I don't know, I'm not feeling it from ye old Vesa anymore. Look at that. Valkyrie still outdid her, but the heals just don't seem that big. I get more healing out of my deer monster. Ooh, 41 million damage. Woo! That's a good one. That's a good run. The last ones weren't so good. I was average about 32 million damage last time I ran these, so that's not bad. I can take that. But you see Valkyrie pooping all over Vesa's damage. Only 7 million damage coming from Vesa. A little bit of healing, but, you know, Valkyrie almost healed as much as she did. And then when you think about that, it's really not that good. Like, she's fallen off real hard. I'm sad because I like Vesa. I hope this priest buff brings her back more in line with, like, being a decent unit. Like, you know, really make it worth having a healer in your team. Because right now, if you don't have Belrain, you don't really have, look at this, pooped all over Vesa by round 3. Just sad noise. But that's the thing. Like, if you don't have Belrain as a healer, you don't really have that great of a healer for the end game. 27 million. See, told you I had a high one earlier. But whatever. Like I said, you don't really have a healer. Because Vesa and Ormus, their healing does not keep up with the E3, you know, units. They don't have enough healing to scale with that massive amount of health that units have now. And because of that, it's not really... It's almost not worth having them in your in-game teams, I'm seeing, because my Vesa gets crapped on real easy, like really, really easy. And that's not good. That is bad news for me. So... hopefully the change to priests makes them much better for the enabled version so they can actually start providing support for your team again. But right now they're just... I don't know. She's kind of weak and it's kind of sad. I don't know. I don't know what to say about her. Like, I like her. Like, for the early part of the game, she's still fantastic. All the way up to 10 stars, she's a huge deal. But when you enable her, it's just like... it's almost like she's one of those units you almost want to leave at 10 star now and enable your other units, which is strange to ever say that, but it's true. Like, look at her heal there. Her heal was 300,000 health. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. That is no heal at all when you're talking about units with 5, 6, 7 million HP. 300,000 HP is like a 2% heal. Like, woo! You're not going anywhere with that. So anyways, that's not bad. We got our 4 attacks in. How are we looking in the rankages? Not bad. We're in rank 6, 260 million damage. I can deal. I can deal with that. We're ahead of some people. We're below some people. This guy is just pooing all over their souls. 750 million damage already. What's his team looking like? Curious Face equipped. What's his name? Dolid. Ooh, E3 scary. E3 Valkyrie. E3 Jara. That Jara. I'm telling you guys, I'm debating. If Vesa doesn't get like, here's what I was thinking about. Okay, if Vesa does not get like a tremendous buff with the next upcoming regenerative priest buff, since she kind of stays in line with where she is, I'm really debating rebirthing my priest tech into mage tech and building like a Jara and a scary, because I've already got enough. I think 6, 9. Do I have 2 scaries or just 1 in my bag? Just 1. Not quite to a 10-star scary yet. But I was debating ditching priest tech, because really my only... well, I guess I got Cruz as a priest too. But like I said, if this big buff that comes out isn't really a big buff and doesn't really make her super competitive, I don't know. I might have to ditch the old priest tech and put into something better for damage and go more for a Jara or a Scary and try to get better PvE damage that way than the support route. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know. I don't really know who I'd replace her with, though, either. I mean, she's an E3. I gotta have 7 copies of something, and there's really not a lot in the Forest faction that I really would use, honestly, for anything. Other than another Valkyrie, but good luck with that. Good luck with the double Valkyrie. I mean, it's possible. I could do it, but I don't know if I will. But anyways, there's that. There's that. A little bit of guild boss fightage, a little bit of maple leaf talkage. I don't really have a ton to do today, though. Like I said, I'm kind of saving up at 4,500 gems. I'd like to smash out my Trial of the Champion, which ends today, and my Arena. And I think if I do that, I'll be very, very close to getting my mysterious chest here, the 8,000 chest, which is super duper awesomely good value, and that's why I'm going for it, because it's amazing. It's absolutely stupidly good. But let's do a little bit of talkie time. Let's do a little bit of talkie time. To do some talkie time, we need something to go on in the background, so you're not just staring at a screen that's doing nothing. Let's do some battles here. They hit everybody, so again, order won't matter. But you know what will matter? They're warriors. So let's change something up for a warrior damage already. How about, you have no crowd control immunity, you do. Give you that warrior damage. Hot. Looking good. Now, oops, I do that every time. Here we go. Battle. We'll just run a couple of these. I should be saving them, but for the sake of the video and just talkie time, we'll do it like this. Actually, let's do it like this. I don't think I necessarily need the deer to fight these dudes right now, so we'll fight them with a snake. We'll do the snake fighty time. But here's something I've had a little bit of a gripe about in... We'll do it on 1 time speed so I don't burn through like a million tickets. Because I will. Anyways, one of my gripes about Idle Heroes. Okay, one of my few gripes. Recently, they've done a ton of good stuff for the game. Like, honestly, it's been absolutely amazing the last couple of months, what they've done to the game and changing it and stuff. And it's been really cool. Let's go back 2 times. That's really slow. But the one gripe I have is even though I run 2 official accounts that I run pretty much full-time, I do the daily quests on both of them, I make sure I do everything that I can do in a day on both of my accounts, most of the time during the day, if I load up Idle Heroes, I have nothing to do. I'm just kind of like, well, there's really nothing to do until daily reset happens. There's nothing to do until weekly reset happens. And to me, that was one of the biggest buzzkills in Destiny. If you ever played Destiny, that's kind of what it was. You had your weekly refresh come around, and by the very next day, you'd finished off pretty much everything to do in the week, and you're like, oh, well, now I've got to, I've got to wait till next week to really make any new progress for my character. And that was kind of, it sucked. It wasn't good. I didn't like that. I want to be able, if I want to, I want to sit down and be able to grind. That's something I've always loved to do. I played a lot of Diablo 3. I was a little too late to the Diablo scene to play Diablo 2, but essentially what a lot of people told me was, it was very much the same thing. It was all about grinding. You get in, you kill stuff, you farm loot, you make things happen with grinding. And I like that. I like to have the option, if I want to sit down and just play the crap out of something and not be kind of like, oh, you can only do so much. This is all you can do today. And that's one gripe I have with Idle Heroes, is even to this day, there is no grind available. There's no, it's all idle. If you want to play an idle game, you can play an idle game, but if you want to spend more time playing the game, you want to get on and do more stuff, you can't. There really isn't an option for you right now to just sit down and play because you're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to get stuck in the campaign, the tower and such, and there won't be any progress that you can make. So here is my answer. Now, it's not really my answer. It was actually the private server's answer, but I feel like it'd be some funny, ironical, karmic justice if this took place. So here's my theory, my theorem. What Idle Heroes needs on official is seasonal. That's what it needs. It needs the seasonal server that Private had. It would be funny because, Private server kind of stole the official game to make their private server, but it'd be funny if the official server stole the private server seasonal server to make official even better. I feel like that'd be funny. It'd be kind of a slap in the face of the private server, but at the same time, it'd be like, this is really good for official. But that's kind of, whoa, that's a lot of damage. Shia just pooping on the souls of my enemies, and that's only a 10-star Shia. That's why I want her at E3, baby. Oh, I can just taste the damage. I can taste it already. We'll do another one. Get in there. Fight some people. Do some damage for me. But that's where I was staying. Now, there's a lot of ways they could mess it up. I know that official devs have an issue with getting a little money hungry and kind of ruining good things. For seasonal to actually work on the official servers, you guys know what seasonal is. I mean, I could explain it. Essentially, it's a very short-term server. It lasts for about a month, but all your rates are super high jacked up, your drop rates and all that stuff, your gold, your experience. So you have like essentially a 1-month period to make a really strong team, and then after the month is over, it wipes clean, and you start over the next month with level 1 again. But here's the thing. If you try to add microtransactions to a seasonal server, you essentially would ruin it. That's the entire point. The whole point of seasonal is it's a battleground where everyone starts out even and everyone has the exact same opportunity to become overpowered as everybody else does. There's no spending involved inside of the seasonal server. So how you would get around that, in my opinion, and still make it profitable for official devs would be, instead of having, microtransactions in seasonal servers, which would absolutely destroy the entire idea, what you would do instead is have like a card or like a battle pass almost from Fortnite where it allowed you to join the seasonal server. Make it $5, $10, I don't care. Have a buy-in that allows you to get into the seasonal server, but after you get in, it's completely free to play. You're just competing against everybody else, either in the 10 cluster server or the entire game. I don't know how big you could make it without introducing huge lag into your server. But however they have to do it, it'd be different. Like I said, I'm not a code genius, but I feel like that would be the answer. Because one, it would give people like me, YouTubers and content creators, a guaranteed, no matter what, every single day I could make a video on the official servers. And that would be huge. That's huge for any game. I mean, look at Clash of Clans. Why is it so popular and huge? It was because it was well balanced. It was a pretty balanced game. Free-to-play players could enjoy it just like spenders could, but also there was the ability to make videos every day on it. That was a big selling point, and that's free advertising. A lot of developers kind of forget about that. Free advertising is a very important thing, and like I said, YouTube is the best free advertisement you can get. People are going to play your game, show your game to other people, essentially for free. You don't have to pay them anything, they just do it. Like, I'm not sponsored by DH Games, I just play their game, I enjoy it. Not saying I wouldn't like to be sponsored, winky winky, but like I said, it's one of those deals that it's free advertising. Pick up on it. So, in my opinion, if they could run a seasonal server on the official servers, like I said, I don't care if it's $5, $10 buy-in to join the seasonal server, has rewards for your top ranks, even special avatars or something to show if you dominated the world or whatever in seasonal, I think that would be a really cool addition, because not only would that satisfy, every player really that wants to just get on and play more, but if you have some die-hard people that just want to grind, they want to get in and play the game more than they can right now without having to build 30 accounts to do it, that would be a great way to have that. You've now satisfied your die-hard, I want to play the game all the time people, and your people that say, I just like the idle version of the game, they can still play it. They don't have to worry about going to seasonal and, competing every single day for 30 days to get top ranks. They can just hang out and play official like they always do. So that would be my idea for the game. That's the one thing I really wish they would bring over that the private server had, because it would, like for me, it would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. 100% guaranteed. I could uninstall the private server tomorrow if that was launched. I would. I'm not even going to lie. I would get rid of it. I don't need it. Because I would be like, okay, I'm set forever for official video content now. Boom. Thumbs up. That's great. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I know there's some people out there that free to play and they're like, buy-in sucks. But you got to think, if you're getting free loot out of it, you got to have some way for the official devs to make money on it, or it's not worth them implementing the feature, in my opinion. I mean, free advertising's great, but it's not going to pay your bills. So, like I said, if you get a $5 buy-in, a $10 buy-in for each month, as long as the rewards that you got for ranking and placing, even at the lowest levels, like if you did pretty poorly in your seasonal, as long as the rewards you received were worth more than $5 or $10, kind of like on par with, I would say, like a monthly card or a mini monthly card, if the rewards scaled to those levels of gym reward, I would be fine with that. And that's for like if you did horrible, like if you did terrible in the seasonal, that at worst you would come back making, you'd get something out of it. But if you did really well, have nice rewards, really good rewards that make people want to compete in it. But like I said, if it costs a little money to get in, it makes sense. It makes sense to me because it gives official devs money, which obviously is what game developers need. They need money to stay alive. But it gives the community something awesome to do all the time. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Now, I'm assuming it'll be kind of split between people like, oh, money sucks. How dare they, have a cost to get in. But like I said, you got to be realistic with your expectations. Game developers have to spend a lot of money to pay their teams to actually work on their games. So if they're not making money, the game's not going to last. It dies. So like I said, I don't care if they charge $5-10 to get in. That's fine with me. I would do it. So for me, I'd be all on board with it. Let me know what you guys would think. We're going to wrap it up here, though. There's not really a lot I was going to do. I thought about doing Creation Circle, but let's be honest. It's not really important right now. What I'm thinking about doing, actually, before we go, I'm thinking about really overdoing this fusion event. Because I mathed it out today in my head place. I make about 150 4-star units a month. That's how many I get baseline. That's my baseline return is I get 5 per day. 5 per day, 10 days is 50, 30 days, 150 4-star heroes. That's a lot of 4-star heroes. That's more than enough to complete a fusion event. So I was kind of thinking, as right now, sitting right here as I am, I've got 179 4-star heroes. So if I spent every single 4-star hero I had today, this time next month, I'd be back to almost the exact same amount of 4-star hero shards, which would allow me to complete the fusion event again. And that's kind of what I was thinking about. And that's lowball. 5 4-star heroes per day for me is a lowball. And here's why. It's the bare minimum. The event rate over here, if I just do it 2 times a day, I get 2 4-star heroes. My Seal Land Smash that I can do every single day. If I wanted to go, for the Big Daddy boy, I could get, almost 90 shards per. Actually, that would be 90. That'd be 3 if I did it that way. But I've been smashing the dark because I want the, I want these. So I only get 2 4-star heroes from this. So that alone is 4 4-star heroes, and then every single day you can buy one from the market for 1.5 million gold, which I do. So that's 5 4-star heroes every single day baseline. That's as low as I can go. If I buy extra event raids, that's going to bring me up 3 more 4-stars minimum. Minimum. That's not saying you get any of those double nodes where you get 2 4-star heroes. So that would give me 3 more. That'd be 8. And then if I did my Seal Land Smash in my Abyss instead of my Dark, that would be 9. And obviously I could almost double the income of 4-star heroes and end up with like 300 by the end of a month. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, you know what? Why do I store so much crap? I am a compulsive hoarder. I can't help it. I always store tons of junk. And I mean, it shows. I've got junk everywhere. My bag is just constantly full of crapo. But that's kind of my game plan. I'm thinking what I'm going to do off camera, because fusing is really boring for 5-star heroes. It's not super like, oh my god, let's watch this. It's the best. It's not. It's not the Super Bowl, okay? It's just fusing. Okay, so if I could do that off camera and smash out tons and tons of 5-star fodder, I would be in a much better position to build my 9 and 10-star food this month so that I could potentially E3 Shia after Prophet Orb event rolls around. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to. That would be a lot of luck involved. Because let's be honest, Fortress faction kind of sucks one right now. It doesn't have a lot of really good options. Like, those 3 units are the best that Fortress faction really has to offer. Everything else is kind of meh. Like, they're just not that great. So you got to sift through a lot of crappy units to get good ones when it comes to orbing Fortress. But like I said, if I can snag even 1 Shia out of my Prophet Orbs and my branches, I could buy one from my Glorious Relic shop, and I could E3 Shia very quickly. And I feel like that would be a really cool boost for my team. Plus, I've always wanted one. She looks kind of cool, and she does a buttload of damage, and that's always hot. I like buttloads of damage. It makes me happy. But I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do off camera. So I'm going to go through and fuse up every 4-star shard I have. All the 3-stars that I can do, I'm going to pull out and fuse up. And I'm going to try to get myself to making 9-star heroes and 10-star heroes this month. Because right now it's looking a little bit fishy if I could make it to a 10-star fusion or not. And if I miss that, I miss out on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't get my 10-star fusion, I miss out on 4 Glorious Relics and 1,000 gems. Might as well push myself and try to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the game plan here. I know it was kind of a talky, rambly episode, a little bit different than normal, but you got to improvise. There's just not much going on right now, so I had to you know what? I could have went through and did like a best PvE hero for whatever faction video today or something. Like, you know what? Nah, we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk and ramble. So there we did. That's what we did. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed my talky, rambly bits. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well and tell your friends about it, because that definitely helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one.